So just click next right off the bat. Bali, Indonesia. That's where I was.
Wait, who are you?
I'm Wyatt. Hi. Nice to meet everyone. So just really quick, I want to establish, I'm not a photographer. I actually probably took a total of 3 pictures that entire trip. And then they were all lost to a memory issue on my phone. So I'm substituting with GIFs. You'll have to bear with me on this one. So yeah. Just leaving an arrival, it was pretty cool for me because I'd done something like this previously, so when I was getting on the plane it was like, I'm hyped up, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be great, going to third world country type issue. Arriving there, obviously tropical paradise type, beautiful area. Next one. So when I got there, I found out very quickly that teaching computers to a group of kids who have never experienced a computer before and things I find intuitive, they're like, what's a Google? It requires a lot of patience and a lot of like, okay, I'm just gonna slow it down a lot. We're gonna go through it step by step, and then there's the language barrier, which in its own made it way more difficult, even if it were the simple task of going along it in English. Next one. The shock for me was when I got there, despite all the issues I had for teaching everything like that, they're incredibly accepting. And even if you were like a weirdo by their standards, there was like a little place for you in the society. So there was actually very little to no exclusion, which I thought was rare and especially important in their culture. Next. All right, so this is one of the challenges I actually loved, because driving in Bali, like Ryan said, is actually kind of crazy, especially because you're on a bike usually, and so, cars don't care, and you just have to weave through them. If you're in the city, it's like, you do this thing where everyone on a bike kind of lines up at the red light, and then they like rev, and as soon as it turns green, everyone's like flooring it through this little intersection. And I also didn't have a GPS because I didn't have cellular, so it was a lot of me going like, which way is it? And then them giving me directions that look a lot like that, actually. So yeah, that was my favorite the difficulties to get through. Next one. So this was what was cool from the uncollege group, was that I got to see them kind of face fears, and the 2 big ones I noted were the social anxiety, because you had to integrate yourself with the locals who did not speak any English, especially the fishermen. And then the other one, we went cliff jumping during one of them, and for me that was especially cool because I don't have a fear of heights, so to watch other people that like kind of battle it out and then overcome it was just like an awesome experience. Next one. So what I learned from the locals is just kind of chill out. It's not that big of a deal. It's anything that happens, you just roll with it, go with the flow, and yeah, next. And then the last thing was Hinduism is huge there, so we got to experience a lot of festivals and a lot of praying, and it was a wonderful experience overall. And that's it. There's another